Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought as we're fast approaching spring, or kind of in spring now, I would do a slightly more spring inspired look, and I'm going to go with kind of a little bit of green on the eyes and a slight pink lip because I feel that's quite a nice spring combo to go for. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. Okay, I'm going to start off with the Dr. Huska bronzing tint just to give my skin a nice kind of bronzy glow. So just going to take a pump on the back of my hand. I'm going to use my buffing brush for this, if I know where it's gone. Yes, just taking it on a buffing brush, and I'm just going to buff this into the skin to give a nice bronzy glow. Okay, then I'm going to go in with the Lily Lello foundation in Cotton. I'm fast running out of this, but I'm also fast running out of my Hint Beauty concealer. So I'm trying to use this Purposely's foundation, this is concealer, until I purchase one or both again. So I'm fast running out of both. So yeah, I'm just going to take this for my foundation and just do a relatively light layer of this. And again, I'm just going to use a buffing brush because that's what I like. Okay, I may have gone a little bit overboard with that bronzing tint, I think. That's a good thing about it, is you can... I mean, obviously, like I said, I did take too much, but if you make sure you go with a little bit at a time, you can really customise it. So depending if you tan naturally in the summer, obviously be careful and use SPF, but if you are someone that kind of easily tans, but you want to keep your face out of the sun, this is a good little product to kind of balance it out without having to do fake tan, I think. But definitely take a little bit at a time and build it up, because you can go a little bit heavy. So then I am going to go in with my Hint Beauty concealer. I'm just going to take it actually on my finger and just dab that under my eyes and a little bit on my blemishes, although I've done quite a nice layer of that foundation, so I shouldn't need too much. Okay, I'm just going to do a tiny bit of setting just right in the T-zone area. Oh, hang on. I missed that spot in the middle of my forehead. So taking my 100% Pure and just doing a light layer right up underneath the eyes, but then also just on the T-zone area. A little bit around the nose and up here. Now again, I'm not going to add bronzer just because I went with the bronzing tint, and also I went a little bit maybe heavy with the bronzing tint as well, so I definitely want to stay clear with any bronzer. I was going to do a little bit of cream bronzing, but I think I'm just going to go straight in with highlighter and then blusher. So for today I'm actually going over the top of my foundation with highlighter. Sometimes I like to use this. This is the Ilia Liquid Light Serum Highlighter in Nova, but underneath the foundation. But I'm actually going to go on top this time, and it still works perfectly well. And if you saw my highlighter video, you'll know I love this. I take the buffing brush again. I'll just put my hair behind the ears. Dab in, and just again, still wrap it around. Wrap it around the kind of my eye. And give that beautiful, natural looking glow to the skin. And then whatever's left, I'm just going to bop a little bit down the centre of my nose. Okay, and then on to blusher, and probably no surprise what blusher I'm going to use. The Honest Beauty blusher in Coral Peach, because I think this is beautiful, and especially now we're heading into spring and then summer, this is a beautiful colour for that. So again, buffing brush, and it looks a bit of a state, I will admit. Just dab this onto my cheeks. Okay, so that is the skin portion done. I'm going to fill in my brows now. Same as I always do, the ABH palette for this. My usual angle brush is currently drying because I've cleaned it, so I'm just taking the Real Techniques eyebrow brush. They're both almost exactly the same, to be honest. Obviously it's got a bit of a kink, so it makes it kind of easier to get around the brow. But this is slightly longer and not quite as short as the other one, which I think I prefer the Luxie one over it, but this is still just as good. Okay, so on to the eye portion. I'm not going to go in with primer today because I'm actually going to take the Hint Beauty Concealer in Deep and actually pop this all over the eyes as like a cream base and add some warmth to the lid as well to go with the other eyeshadow. So I'm just going to take it on a concealer brush. This is from Iconic London. Just going to swirl it around a bit. I don't want too much. Let's go ahead and apply this to the lid. So starting off on the lid, swirling it but bringing it up to the crease as well. Just going to add that touch of warmth there. It'll help with the, because I'm using a Lily Low eyeshadow next, and it'll just help that adhere but also give a natural soft transition shade as well. And I am going to take a little bit of this along the lower lash line as well. I am just using the same brush again, but just a little bit softer. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Lily Lola eyeshadow next. I may add other eyeshadows if I want to deepen up the outer corner, but at the moment that's not my intention. So I'm going to go in with Green Opal from Lily Lola. I did mention I was going to do like a springtime look with it. I think it'd be really pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to pick some up on a little flat brush. Make sure I kind of coat the brush but then tap off so I don't get any potential fallout from this. Of course this one's going to die. I'm just going to pack this onto the lid. So just a fluffy brush just to kind of soften that into that transition shade. I want to keep this relatively simple and soft. Now, as I did mention, I do prefer Khaki Sparkle out of the two greens, but this is definitely more perfect for the springtime. All I'm going to do is just highlight the inner corner and the brow bone. I'm going to my Ether Beauty Solstice palette, taking the shade Citrine and just giving that a nice highlight. So I'm just taking a small brush for this. Just in here. Bring it up slightly. And I'm probably not going to add anything else to the lower lash line. I want to keep it relatively light. And I kind of want that green to be the focus. Okay, going to load up my upper lashes with the Lily Lola Big Lash, and then I'll be back to do lips. Okay, for lips, I'm going to go for a slightly pinky lip. I'm going to start off with the Lily Lola True Pink Lip Liner, but I'm going to smudge it in afterwards because I don't want a super kind of intense pink lip. And this is probably a little bit darker that I'm after, so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and smudge it afterwards to get the desired effect. And for lipstick, I'm going in with the Bellicos lipstick in Pink Honey, so a nice lighter pink that will blend the two together. And it also gives a nice glossy feel to this springtime look as well. Okay, so that is this springtime look complete. I really hope you enjoyed it. I want to do something with a little bit of colour with the green on the eyes, a slightly pink lip and very glowy skin. I just think this is a really nice, overall simple but fun springtime look. So I really hope you enjoyed. I definitely want to do more of a lilac type of springtime look because I think that'd be really pretty as well at some point. But leave any requests for future videos down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.